Somewhere near the school canteen, to a bunch of my classmates, I was imitating every teacher of mine. Every teacher has mannerisms. You think you don't have? Ask your student. Some mannerism is there. The way you adjust your spectacles, the way you keep adjusting your pallu, the way some of you keep adjusting your hair behind your ears, and each one of you have some extra. You know. So Albert Einstein said ki. Okay. So today we are going to study about sulfuric acid. Okay. So each teacher has a mannerism. And I was this huge collector of all these mannerisms. And here I was near the school's canteen, imitating the mannerism of every teacher, and somewhere heard a noise. Hey, come here. Turned to see, it came from the 9th standard staff room. From one Mr. H.V. Rao. People used to call him Mr. HVR. My history geography teacher. He was the best in school when it came to beating students. He was outstanding. And the moment Mr. H.V. Rao called, in fact, immediately the bunch of my classmates said, "You're gone." I'm not exaggerating. With trembling legs, I went and stood in front of Mr. HVR. And Mr. HVR said, "What a talent." I didn't know imitating teachers was a talent. And he said, such a talent should not be wasted in the school canteen. September 5th is Teachers' Day, and you are going to perform this in front of everybody. Now, for somebody like me who had never gone up the stage even once in life, for somebody like me who had never won a prize, for somebody like me who doesn't know to sing, doesn't know to dance, have not taken part in any oratorical competitions, I was never selected for anything. Maximum privilege I ever enjoyed was when a teacher takes all the notebooks to staff room. Hey, Idra, leke ja. And I used to carry it behind them. That's the maximum privilege I've enjoyed in life. So for somebody like me, I'm going to stand in front of the class and perform. It was a very new experience. In fact, most of my classmates, we got to know headmaster is going to attend the program. So most of my classmates came and suggested to me, whatever you need to expose about every teacher to the headmaster, perform in your act. If anything headmaster doesn't know about the teachers, now he should know about it. And I gave an exaggerated performance on that day. Didn't spare a single teacher, especially the strict ones. And headmaster gave a standing ovation for all the performance. All of a sudden, everybody in the school knew me. For right reasons and wrong reasons. Right reasons because of the performance, and this had already spread everywhere. For the wrong reasons because I didn't pass in maths and Tamil for the rest of the year. Because those were two teachers I imitated the maximum. Not that I did something they didn't do, but the headmaster laughed the loudest when I performed like them. And they ensure I did not pass. In fact, sometimes when I wrote the right answers, they changed the question. And I'm not exaggerating. After I had failed in 2 consecutive exams, I went to the headmaster and complained about those 2 teachers. I wouldn't have dared to do it. But now that I failed, headmaster knows me. So when somebody knows you, what is the first thing you should do? You should go and complain about somebody else. So I went and complained to my headmaster, Dr. Clement Felix. He taught me 2 lessons in life, which I haven't forgotten yet. I wish I can share these 2 to all the students of the world. But let me begin by sharing it with teachers. One, Dr. Clement Felix said, even if a teacher is wrong towards you, your feeling towards a teacher should always be right. And I can tell you, there is no greater scripture than this in life. Even if the feelings of a teacher towards you is wrong, your feeling towards a teacher must be right. Eventually, one day you will realize it doesn't matter whether a teacher carries you in her heart or not, in his heart or not. What truly matters is, do you carry your teacher in your heart? And that is going to ensure you will make it big in life.